If you think that you're gonna make a lot of money by working hard, you couldn't be further from the truth. The less I focus on myself and start focusing on other people, the more money I make. He who works the most makes the least, and he who works the least makes the most. Yo! I wanted to talk about something that's pretty counterintuitive, which is he who works the most makes the least, and he who works the least makes the most. Almost 2.5 years that I've gone all in with starting a business and with being self-employed and with making money online, right? And when I first started out, it was all about, hey, let me be disciplined, let me grind, let me make sure that I'm doing everything that I can, let me learn everything that I can so I can start making 6 figures per year, right? But as I've evolved, I've realized that the more I stop betting and putting all my focus on myself, the less I focus on myself and start focusing on other people, the more money I make, right? So as an example, today is Tuesday, making this video is like 5 p.m. All I did today was wake up, write something on Twitter, send an email to my list. And after an hour or two after that, I got on a call with my growth team and my sales team. And after that, I literally spent a few hours watching a few things and creating this new program called growthspecialist.io. So I technically worked, I worked most of the day, but I didn't necessarily work on anything that is work, right? Like maybe the work was sending an email, making a tweet, and getting on that call. But everything else was just, me being, using my own creativity and just, writing stuff, right? And we've probably done over $20,000 in sales today. But I didn't talk to any person. I didn't get on a call to try to sell any person. I didn't do anything, but we still made more money than I used to make when I was, still running the outbound, doing the sales myself. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I want you guys to start focusing on not working. Right? Add constraints to your life where the only thing you have to do is create content like I'm doing right now and manage your team and find talent. Any one of my customers or clients who I see struggling, they always have this thing where they want to kind of like micromanage every single thing that's going in their business. They want to be the best setter. They want to be the best closer. They want to be the best editor. They want to be the best manager. They want to be the best of everything, right? But if you try to do everything yourself, you will only limit how much you can have go through your system, right? I always talk about this thing. So I read the book called High Management Output, or one second. Someone at Rolex is calling me because I'm buying a gift for someone. 1 second. I was saying, sorry, had to get on the phone for Rolex that I'm trying to buy as a gift. But anyway, I was talking about the fact that I read this book called High Output Management, and because a year and a half ago, I was just starting this appointment setting agency, and I had so much work. I was working like crazy. I was so stressed out of my mind, and I was making good money. I was making $30,000 a month. I was proud of myself for finally building something good. But I was so overworked that it wasn't fun. It wasn't enjoyable to make $30,000 a month, right? So I read this book, and one of the things that he talked about was to just running a better business is to focus on how much throughput is going through the system. But if you can look at a system, like every system has something like this, right? It has a hole in which people go through and the value goes through, how many people being served goes through, right? Well, the first thing that you need to do is elevate the constraints of the system. If you never elevate the constraints of the system, well, you'll never be able to deliver as much value as you can, and you'll never be happy. Because I don't know about you, but being an entrepreneur is always about doing more, right? But when your system is so tight and the throughput, the constraint is so tight, like there's only 1, 5, 10 customers that can go through every single month, when there's only one person who can onboard, close, set prospects, then guess what happens? You stress the system and you start feeling the pain of working and of doing and of running your business. So rule number 1, figure out, become better at elevating the constraints of your system. And that starts by removing yourself. Remove yourself from being a setter. Remove yourself from being a closer. Remove yourself from being an onboarding and a customer success person. And primarily focus on strategy, management, and content. Strategy on how to get your clients better results. Content to make sure that these prospects are warmed up and they know about you and what you represent. And manage your team, inspire them, motivate them, show them that there is a bigger vision, right? So those are the 3 things that I focus on. And my life can't be any better than it is today. I love work. I enjoy working. I enjoy everything that I do. And the reason to that is because I've elevated the constraints. I hire the best people. I try to pay them as much as I can. My goal is, how can my team get rich faster than they ever could at any other job, right? And do it while having fun. If you think that you're going to make a lot of money by working hard, you couldn't be further from the truth. The goal is not, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be working, because funny enough, you will never hire the best customer success person if you've never been a customer success person. You will never find the best closer if you don't understand sales. You will never find the best setter if you don't, you'll never find them or train them to be a good setter or a good growth specialist if you've never understood the foundational, scales of being a growth specialist, of being a setter, right? So I'm not saying that you should ignore and not focus on learning, but I'm just saying that you should learn, delegate, and move on, and only stay there if you're managing people, okay? So yeah, that was just the lesson for today. I hope you guys are having fun running a business. Make running a business fun, because I don't want you to feel like you're playing this game only for 5 years. Like, if your goal is to just cash out, to make a little bit of money, get the nice car, get the penthouse, and then cash out, then you're not my twin. We're not really the same. You should be playing this game for the long term. Make it your person. Make it part of your identity. Make it part of, like for me, when I wake up, I'm not like, when I think about Serge, I think also client acquisition.io, right? When I think Serge, I think content. When I think content, I think me. When I think making money, I think me, right? So it's part of my being. I'm not separate from my business. And you're only going to hit the pinnacle of, whatever you're capable of if you allow yourself to be one with business. Stop trying to get away from it. Stop trying to hide from problems. When that client requests a refund, figure out why they requested the refund. The bad feeling that you get, enjoy it, experience it, accept it, and then find a solution, right? That is the only way you're going to be able to enjoy the game. If you actually feel like, hey, it's a game that is worth playing forever. But if you're always trying to get away from, and you only want to enjoy the wins, the 20K days and all that good stuff, yeah, you're not going to sustain this game. So enjoy it. Learn how to hire people, learn how to fire people, learn how to pay people well, learn how to build great services, and have fun, right? But again, he who works the least makes the most. He who works the most makes the least, right? But I'm not saying that you shouldn't be working a lot, because at first you're going to need to hire people. I'm not saying that productivity of the company needs to be zero, close to nothing. If the company is only made by you, then this quote doesn't actually apply to you. It only applies to people who actually have a team. If you don't know how to build a team, you can come work with client acquisition.io. We'll help you build your team. We'll help you build your systems. And if you don't have the foundational skills to be able to earn 6 figures a year, then go into growthspecialist.io and actually start making money. Start delivering value in, day out. Stack some money, then come build a business, right? But do not try to build a business before you actually acquire the skills that make it unreasonable for you not to be able to scale any business.